What up, y'all? What up? What is going on? How goes it? No, I'm joking. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Chelsea Nicole, and I'm back for another Monday night special of Facts Only. So, I titled this one what did I say it was? It's the dating, talking, communicating episode of Facts Only. And I kind of just want to, per usual, get some things off of my chest, right? So, I'm chatty. I like to talk. Not everybody likes to talk. Some people, it depends on who you're talking to. So, hit or miss. Okay, cool. That's fine. But I feel like when it comes to dating, when it comes to communicating with somebody who you want to see some kind of something with, I feel like communication should be a little bit on the stronger side. All right, so this is why. Right, so everybody communicates differently. I understand that. It's perfectly fine. I don't put it past you. But I feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, even if you communicate differently, you're communicating frequently, or so I would hope. There's no relationship that's going to really last if you're not communicating on a consistent basis. Even if it's not a constant basis, at least let it be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really going to try and be in a relationship with somebody, I feel like you should be able to communicate with them. If you're not that much of a talker, cool. As long as your partner understands that, and as long as your partner knows how to communicate with you without having to talk your ear off, cool. A lot of people don't want to know what their love languages are. Hi, how are you? Good night. Happy Monday. It's my Friday, so I'm always going to be in good spirits on a Monday night because I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. I mean, I don't ever have to go. Work from home vibes, but still, whatever. But yeah, this talking thing is hard. So I'm single by choice, not because don't nobody want me or nothing like that. Also, not saying I got a lineup, not saying I have a whole roster, not saying any of that. I'm single by choice. Haven't really found that, clickety click, that person who just makes it feel a certain type of way, So, with that being said, I find it very hard, or I'm finding it very difficult to communicate with people. I feel like a lot of it is based on prior experiences, things that they've done with other people or things that have happened with other people, why they be feeling some type of way about me and how I communicate. I'm very very logical and literal in my encounters with people. I don't really care too much about your feelings. Not to say I don't care about your feelings. What I'm saying is the emotional aspect of it, the bit of it that's gonna keep you from doing and saying what needs to be done or said. I cannot harp on such things. I'm really not. I really don't care about none of that. All right, for example, so I do something, you don't necessarily like it, right? So now you're either moody, or you're not speaking to me, or you're doing spiteful and petty things, or I don't know, emotional about it. You feeling a way about it, and you're showing me that you feel a way. So now you express to me, Chelsea, you did some shit and that shit pissed me off, da 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 da. After that, after you told me what's up, solution oriented. Like, what are we gonna do next? Because if you're gonna keep harping on the fact that I pissed you off and I made you mad and da 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 da, and I shouldn't have done that and I should have done that, fuck do you want? Like, what do you want from me personally? Like, what exactly do you want me to do now? Because you yelling at me, or you giving me an attitude, or you not acting how you usually act, or you switching some shit, you doing all of that extra hoopla. What do you think is that? What do you expect to come of that? Like, what good is that gonna do? Is that gonna make you feel better? Because if it's making you feel better, great. But if after the fact, now I'm feeling some sort of way, or I feel like I need to step back from you, or I feel like, you didn't handle that correctly and I have to put up a boundary and I got to do this and that, be able to stand on that. Be able to feel how you feel and keep that same energy. You know what I mean? Like, learn how to communicate, learn how to argue. I mean, people are afraid to argue. People don't want people to be mad at them. Like I said, you could be mad at me. Like, I can do things that will make somebody mad. I've done it a good couple times, more than a couple times. Not always willingly, like, not on purpose, not intentionally, like, but I could get on a motherfucker's nerves. I'm only human. 3 days out the week. No, I'm joking. But no, seriously, everybody, I could get on your nerves. That's fine. Tell me how I got on your nerves. Help me understand how I got on your nerves. What part of what I said was insensitive, because that is a complaint that I get sometimes, is that I'm a little insensitive. Like, I act like I don't care about people's feelings. But again, it's misinterpreted, I guess, because, I just... 1 + 1 is 2. Like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Like, I only deal with what I'm given. Like, there's not really much else you're gonna get from me but what I got. So, you getting what I got. If you want more from me that I don't necessarily have, feed that into me. Pour that into me. Like, if there are things that I need to improve on, there's always room for improvement. I'm not saying I'll never change anything about myself, but there are ways to do it. There are ways to go about it. No, honestly, Bobby, like, the logic is like my best friend. Like, make it make sense, boo. Make it make sense. That's all I ask. Just make it make sense, and I can rock with it. Like, math, one of my favorite subjects. Like, science wasn't really my favorite subject at all, but, like, I've grown to like it now, because, again, make it make sense. It's not that hard. But people make it harder than they need to. And a lot of people try to, like, skip over, like, the communicating and the talking phase of stuff. And y'all want to just get right into the, you my man, and I'm your woman, and we together, and we moving in, and we buying cars, and we having kids, and we, like, no. Y'all gotta slow y'all rolls a little bit. The talking stage is very necessary. It's very necessary. A lot of people don't make it past the talking stage, and I understand that. Again, we all communicate differently, but if you're not willing to really, like, understand how a person communicates, the talking phase could come and go. First conversations that, this person just finessed me and like, I just feel like you're the one and we gonna be together and I just love you so much. Why? Because we were flirting. I want you to like me at first, but once we start getting to the nitty gritty of things, it might not be so sweet. Like, it might not be so hot, and that's okay. But you're talking, like you're dating, you're right there, so you don't have to, y'all not set in stone because y'all was talking about some shit. I love having conversations. You're not my man if I talk to you. I'm sorry. Contrary to popular belief, you are not my man. All right, so I agree. It's definitely important to get to know your significant other. Communication is important. Agree 100%. No, seriously, like, y'all don't even be knowing the people that y'all dating, talking to, with, in a relationship with, situationship, friends with benefits. Even friends with benefits is something you need to communicate about. Like, y'all need to understand what it is that y'all are trying to understand. Y'all need to understand what it is that y'all trying to do or trying to accomplish or not trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand that the person that you're spending time with and giving energy to. If you're not too much of a talker, but the person that you're with is a talker, that person is gonna get a little bit, maybe a lot of bit bored with the fact that they're the only person talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna feel like you're not interested because that's how they show their interest, by having those conversations, by talking. So if you're not talking to me, but you know that I love to talk, then are you telling me that I need to find somebody else to go talk to because you're not putting in the effort to talk more? Or what? Like, what do you want? Like, the more you communicate with somebody, the more you can understand what it is that they want, what it is that they don't want, what it is that they're expecting. Even if, like, honestly, walk into that motherfucker not expecting nothing, to be honest with you. Tip. A major key. But at some point, like, once you start building the rapport, once you start building a relationship, once you start building those connections with people, you should be able to expect things from people. You should. It's sad that we can't hold on to them with, like, a vice grip, gorilla glue. Like, it's sad that we can't do that, but at some point, as a relationship, as the connection gets stronger, you should be able to expect something from somebody. Like, that goes into trust. But again, trust is built with communication and knowing the person that you're dealing with. You have to be able to trust a person until they give you a reason not to. So if you walk into something and you already don't trust, that is also something you might want to communicate to the next person, because the next person might be like, you know what? I'm going all in. It's a fresh slate, and this person had nothing to do with my past situations, and I trust it until I don't trust it no more. Like, a lot of people go into shit ruining it before it even starts because they're fucked up about some shit that they weren't able to communicate with their last person. And that's not fair. It's not fair. Y'all should be talking. Y'all should be talking. I'm telling you, talking is a beautiful thing. Some people do talk too much. You should know when and where, how, why, all of that. Not saying like you should just be running your mouth all the damn time. There's a time and place for everything under the sun. I get it. Not everybody is a talker. Again, I get it. However, if you ever expect to be in some sort of dealing with another individual, another human being, y'all gonna have to talk, y'all gonna have to text, y'all gonna have to write love letters, y'all gonna have to put up some post-it notes, y'all gonna have to do something, send an email, carrier pigeon, I don't know. There are so many different ways to communicate with a motherfucker. Like, it's just weird that y'all think relationships are going to last without communicating some shit. So catch this vibe, right? So I was talking to somebody and like they were just bad at communicating, period. Like I would talk to them and then like middle of the conversation, they wouldn't text back. Then like maybe 2-3 days would go by and then they would hit me back, oh hey, what's up? As if like, you know, you didn't just kind of leave me on red. I don't care if you read it. If it say delivered, I'm good. I said what I had to say. Like, and I think I tweeted about this earlier too, where it's just like, I'm okay if we don't speak. You feel me? Like, if I said something to you and you don't respond, I either think, oh, damn, maybe they forgot, or, oh, damn, this person ain't hit me up. Oh, okay, I hope they're okay. Like, I do say, like, I hope you're okay, but I'm not going to sit here and kind of, like, be pressed, I guess. So, unless, like, you left and you were like, oh, I'm going to hit you when I get home, or I know you were driving or you were out and about or something like that. Unless I know that you should have hit me at some particular time, unless I have an expectation to hear from you within a certain time, I'm not pressed. Like, you're a grown adult person. I am not your parole officer. I am not doing no check-ins, no checkups, unless there has been some solidified rapport, connection, relationship built there. Like, even with my best friends, I'll tell my best friend, she'll drop me off, and then I'll be like, all right, well, hit me when you get home. She's like, you know I'm not going to do that. I'm like, I know you're not, but, like, send me a wavelength. Like, send it to me telepathically or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, they're not going to hit you. And some people, you know, if you tell them to hit you, they're going to hit you. So it's like, it depends on who you're talking to. It depends. It's the one-sided conversation for me. No, for real. Like, I don't care if I was the last person to text, but if I was the last person to text, it's up to you to respond, baby. Like, did you see what I sent you? Did you read what I sent you? Are you alive? Are you good? If not, like, unless you are him, like him, like the only him, the one and only him, I'm not chasing you down for a text message. I'm just not. And I don't expect you to chase me down for a text message either. If I didn't text you back, I either forgot, I either fell asleep, I either started texting and didn't hit send, or I just didn't feel like texting you back, or you ain't say shit that I felt was worth texting you back about. And that's not for me to text back and say that wasn't worth shit. Like, I'm gonna move on. Like, next conversation. That shit dried up quick. My attention span. As y'all can see, I talk fast, I move fast. Like, I be having shit to do. And one of the things I'm not going to do is have one-sided ass conversations. Like, I'm just not. It's so complicated at times, I feel, though. Could just be my interpretation, though. I mean, again, it can get hard. It can get hard. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not hard. But we've made it hard. It's like, it's hard now. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Especially when you're trying to communicate with people that you claim to have an interest in. There's a way to show your interest. If talking isn't the way you show interest, maybe there are other ways. But if that person isn't feeling it, you gotta go back to the drawing board and figure it the fuck out. Because they don't say there's so many fish in the sea. They don't, like, there's millions of people out here. And they're going to be able to find a person who's going to be able to provide them with the attention, affection, communication, all of that they want or that they need. I won't even say that they want, because for a lot of people in their relationships, it's a need. For some people, it's a deal breaker. For some people, it's not. And that's okay. Like, for me, if I cannot talk to you, if I don't feel like you're my best friend, if I don't feel like I can't go a day without talking to you and not feeling a way, like if I don't hear from you and I'm worried, and I feel a way, like, damn, you woke up and I wasn't the first person on your mind. Like, damn, like, I text you and you took 500 years to text me back. Like, not on a codependency tip, but on that genuine connection. Like, yo, I really want to know what's up with you. Like, I really, really, really want to know what's up with you. Not even on no creepy shit. Not on some, I expect to receive something back from you shit. Just on some, yo, what's good with you? Like, I was talking to a gentleman, and like, at first when we started talking, he would like FaceTime me, he would text me, and it'd be cool. And it was laughing and joking, and I want to see you, we about to get up, da da da. Then all of a sudden it started kind of slowing up. But nothing had happened between the last time that I spoke to him and the next time that I spoke to him. So I'm just like, that's weird. So I started asking him, like, yo, you good? You all right? You good? What's up with you? And it would always be like, yeah, like, why you ask that? And I'm just like, because I just want to know if you good. Like, me, again, all right, so I'm also a tomboy. I'm not the most feminine person. All of this, I just kind of stepped into it. I don't know nothing about it, really. Like, just getting jiggy and comfortable with it. So, for the most part, I talk like a nigga. I low-key act like a nigga. Like, yeah. I don't try to wear the pants in the relationship, but when I see things are starting to like drag ass, I'll be like, yo, what's good with this? Like, rolling with an iron fist out this bitch. Like, what's going on? So it was always like, oh yeah, I'm good. But every time you ask me if I'm good, it sounds like you think something's wrong. No, it doesn't sound like I think something's wrong. It's more so like something switched. Doesn't mean something's wrong, but that's why I'm asking you, are you good? Because if you're not good, then I know that this is the reason why there's been a change, and this is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't always try to interpret or decipher what a motherfucker is saying to you. Take some shit for what the fuck it is. Like, the overthinking will get you fucked up. Overthinking in the talking stage will get you fucked up. And then for me, if I'm talking to a guy and I'm trying to like get to know him and get closer to him or whatever the case may be, I'm not doing that with a lot of people. Because again, the way my attention span is set up, the way my patience is set up, like, I can't juggle. And I think a lot of the issues is, like, men think that women are outside just talking to a whole bunch of niggas because they're there talking to them. Like, if I'm talking to her, then this nigga must want to talk to her too, and this nigga must be in her inbox too, and this nigga must be in her DMs too. And it's just like, even if that is the case, why do I gotta be, like, why can't there just be a connection with you? Like, worry about you. Worry about yourself. Stop worrying about who's talking to who, what, when, or why. Like, if you're the winner, if you're the one, then that's just what it's gonna be. And for women too, like, oh, he looked like a hoe. He looked like he got bitches. Da 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 da. And you got this insecurity, trust issue thing building up before y'all even get past being able to have a decent enough conversation to want to be in a relationship with each other. Like, that's whack as shit. Stop killing shit off before it even reach any type of plateau. Like, that's not doing you any justice. That's discrediting yourself. You're not even allowing that person to see you for who you are and what you have to offer besides insecurity and terrible communication and inconsistency. Damn, why are y'all so inconsistent? Why are y'all so inconsistent? I really want to understand that. Not men, just people in general. Like, why are y'all so inconsistent? Like, what is going on in life that makes you so inconsistent all the time? Because there's this, you know, the saying, you know, People make time for who and what they want to make time for. Yo, what up, Jobo? I just had your shirt on. That's awesome. I took it off though, cause you know, it's kind of cold. That's fine. Off topic, but inconsistencies during the talking stage, like y'all love coming on people's social media. People big up social media. Love coming on to people on social media and talking about how y'all want this relationship and y'all want this girl to be loyal and y'all want this man to be this, that, and the third and ray-tay-tay, right? Y'all want all of that stuff, but y'all don't know how to communicate that with the person that you're actually trying to court or the person that you actually trying to build that relationship with. Or maybe you're not even trying to build that relationship with them. And if that's the case, say that then. Like, the fuck? Communication is key. Like, that's all you gotta do is say some shit. Like, it's really not that hard. There's, like, the reason why there's so much confusion is because you don't want to have to deal with... The fuck? You don't want to have to deal with. So you'd rather deal with all the anxiety and other bullshit that comes with not communicating what it is that you're trying to communicate? Ooh, like, you're not gonna get what you want without doing shit that you don't necessarily want to do or dealing with shit you don't necessarily want to deal with. Sorry. Things worth having are not always easy to obtain, and y'all gonna have to get over that shit. Y'all don't want an easy bitch, but y'all want to get the bitch easy. How the fuck? Like, it don't work like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. They'll communicate it with everyone but the person. Always. Always. Y'all love subbing motherfuckers. Y'all love a subliminal. Y'all love a subliminal. Y'all love a good meme. Y'all love a good retweet. Y'all love a good share. But y'all can never say the shit to the person who you have their number. You was FaceTiming them. You was FaceTiming their genitals. But you don't want to say what's real. How the fuck? Major key alert. I will say it louder. It's the acoustics in here. The echo is bouncing off the walls. Like, what do y'all even want? What do y'all even want? Because it's starting to sound a little bit like y'all don't want shit. You don't even want shit. You don't even want what you say you want. How about you start communicating with yourself first? Start there. Look in the mirror real quick and figure out what it is the fuck you want before you start trying to build a relationship with somebody else. That's a whole nother universe and planet that y'all trying to do all this. Do the groove even fit there? Is that the piece that completes the puzzle? Is it really? And how do you know? Because you're moving it and grooving it and it still don't look like it's fitting. So fuck is you finna do? People don't appreciate communication. I'd rather get it off my chest, out my energy. No, for real. For real. Like, I'll say some shit and niggas will really literally ask me, well, why you say that? Because it needed to be said. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why did you say that? It was just weighing heavy on my heart. Like, what the fuck? Like, why did I say that? Boy, get out my face. Communicate with yourself. Best thing I've heard all day. No, for real. Like, y'all be out here begging people to talk to you. Begging people to talk to you. Again, if you don't text me back, do not expect me to text you back. If I don't text you back, I will not sit there and expect you to text me back. Like, that shit is weird as hell. Like, if somebody didn't text me back, all right, I'm going to talk to you when you do decide you want to text me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you busy? I might double text. I might double text depending on the situation. So if I'm genuinely concerned and worried, yo, you good? You all right? I ain't hear from you. You okay? last time we spoke, such and such was happening, da 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 da. I'm gonna do that. I will call you. If you don't call me back, probably won't call you again. Like, what do you want from me? It really just depends, though. Like, it depends on how I feel about you. Can't front. Like, if I don't really care whether or not it goes anywhere, I'm not gonna call you back. And you should accept that for what it is, because you ain't really give me nothing to really want to chase after. Feel me? You ain't impressed me enough. I'm not intrigued. You're not drawing me in. It's giving me boring. And if you know me, if you know Geminis with Leo tendencies, boring ain't it. Boring ain't it for me. I don't like it. I don't like boring. I don't like being bored. Only boring people is bored. So there's always I have to take that call in a little bit. I'm like that too. Now I don't double text. Nah, I'm not double texting. Listen, the fact that my phone say that shit was delivered, it don't even gotta say read or nothing. That shit say delivered. That shit say delivered. You got it. Somebody got it. Girl, big D&D. Big do not disturb out this hoe. All right, stop playing with me. My phone go on do not disturb. All right, so my phone goes on do not disturb at a certain time every night. Then when it come off do not disturb, I put it back on do not disturb again. Like, I'm for real with this. Like, I might have got your text. I might not have read that motherfucker though. I might have got your phone call. You not blocked, baby. It rang that one time and went to voicemail. Do not disturb. It does me well. Do not disturb does me very, very well. I'll get back to what the fuck I want to get back to. And it's up to you to give me what it is that you want me to get back to. So if I know you don't want shit, I'm not calling you back. I'm not texting you back. Or I'm taking my sweet ass time. If it's an emergency, leave a voicemail. And if not, stop fucking calling me. It's really simple. Take the cues. It's all right. I feel like you fight niggas. Not anymore. Not anymore. I keep my hands to myself. I treat people the way I want to be treated. Okay? Unless your hands are on me in a good way, my hands will be on you in a good way. If you hit me first, I'm clocking you. Clean out your shoes. Feel me? No, I'm joking. I text, you don't text, I don't text. I could be in love, you ain't text back. I guess we're not talking. Listen. Y'all gotta be clear. Like, gotta be clear on what's going on. Gotta be very clear on what it is that you want. Gotta be very clear. Again, I don't like using the word expectations. Because expectations get your motherfucking feelings hurt. Because you'll really expect some shit from a motherfucker who cannot give you that shit at all. And then you boo-hoo crying because you wanted something that you just, they can't give you. Don't expect nothing from anybody outside of respect. Let that person respect you. And sometimes a person not responding to you is them respecting you. And you have to see that for yourself. Like, you have to be like, okay with that. I had to learn that my damn self. Sometimes them not responding is them showing you a level of respect. Like, because if you have to respond to the type of bullshit that they're going to come back to you with, or the type of energy that they're going to put on your like, that's even worse. You having to engage in some fuck shit with them is disrespectful. So sometimes not hearing from them, not talking to them, not getting a text back or whatever, that is the most respectful shit they could have ever done throughout y'all entire relationship, because if it was going to continue, the disrespect was going to get worse. They were going to bring you down. It was about to be real low vibrational in that motherfucker. And you're better than that. You deserve better than that. But you have to know that first. So don't be out here begging nobody to talk to you. Don't be out here begging anybody, dirty, dry head pick-me to do anything for you. Let alone talk to you. Talk to you. Talk to you. Look at God. God, spirit, universe, Allah, Yahshua, whoever. That one. Talk to them first. Talk to yourself. That's two people right there. And you running down somebody else pick-me to come talk to you for what? Especially if they ain't saying shit. I had to learn that too. Like sometimes I would just literally not want to be bored. Like I just want to be talking. Like, damn, ain't nobody to talk to? Like, the fuck? Then you go through your text messages. Damn, I ain't text this nigga back. All right. Start up a conversation. But you know good and damn well the whole reason why you didn't respond to that person or the whole reason why you stopped talking to that person is because they ain't got shit for you. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Respect your time. Respect your energy. Respect your mental. Respect your physical. Respect your emotional. Like, if that person has emotional ties to you that are not bussing, like if those emotional ties are not where they need to be, cut them out. Cut them out. What is it? A Scorpio supermoon tonight or some shit like that? If you into that, look it up. Might be good for you in your healing process. It's necessary. Whatever it is that you believe in, the first and foremost, believe in yourself. Done them. Like, cut the people them off. Like, seriously. Because there's really no reason. If they can't even give you conversation, if they can't give you communication, and again, communication is not always just sitting up and having serious conversations and deep-rooted, like, therapy sessions or nothing like that. Y'all don't got to sit there and be writing down pros and cons of y'all relationship before the relationship start. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is talk to a motherfucker. Check in on a motherfucker. See, like, where this person is trying to go. Because a lot of y'all, ooh, this be pissing me the fuck off. All right. Hear this now. A lot of y'all love to come into situations and tell the other person that you're not looking for shit and that you don't want shit. And then steady wanting shit, asking for shit, expecting shit from a person that you don't want. Like, you told me you don't want nothing. You're not looking for nothing. You're just trying to have fun. You can have fun and not be all up in my shit. Like, you don't have to be like... How you don't want nothing but want everything, but still don't want nothing? So everything that I'm giving you is nothing? Make it make fucking sense. It don't make no sense. That shit don't make no fucking sense. Stop doing that to people. That shit is disrespectful. And if them niggas is out here doing that to you, saying that they don't want some shit and they keep asking you for shit and they keep wanting shit from you, done them. Cut that shit the fuck off, because that don't make no fucking sense. You could have been honest and been like, you know what? Eventually, I would really like to build this, that, and the third. Eventually, I would really like to have this, that, and the third. I don't know if it's gonna work that way with us, but I'm more than willing to work through it and see how we connect, see how we vibe, blah, blah, blah. You're not really setting an expectation per se, but it's something for y'all to look forward to or not look forward to. Just depends on where y'all are in y'all walk of life. But stop telling motherfuckers you don't want shit. Because listen here, the next time a motherfucker tell me he don't want nothing, you're not getting nothing. You're not getting a word. I'm not saying shit to you. There's nothing to say. You don't want shit. Look at all of this I have to give. And you don't want shit. Bye. Ungrateful. The fuck? Stop letting people play with y'all. Stop letting people play with y'all, especially in the dating, talking, communicating stage of a relationship. That's not it. We is grown adult people. We are not 13 years old. We are not 14 years old. We're not. We're not 21. And even 21, you kind of pushing it with that bullshit. Because people can get fucked up and hurt out here. HPV, STDs, STIs, HIV, AIDS, the hurt, the clap, gonorrhea, chlamydia, whatever. COVID, the fuck? Like, come on. We're too old to be outside just telling people that we don't want anything from another person, because that's a fucking lie. Bun, no cheese, ham, no burger, like, no. Kool-Aid, no sugar, like, no. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not. Do better. We need to do better. We really need to do better. That's talk. Say something. Splenda, yes, for my diabetics. Splenda. I don't use Splenda. I'm not even going for it. I never liked Splenda. I never liked Sweet and Low neither. We had a big ass box. I think I touched maybe 2 of them packets. I was like, no. If it ain't real sugar, I don't want it at all, baby. This is real, so appreciated. No problem. I do this every Monday. Facts Only is every Monday when I get out of work. I get out of work at 8 o'clock. I came on here a little bit sooner than I usually do. I'm really not with the fake shit. Stop playing with me. And don't stop. You already know how I get down. If it ain't real, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, so back to the communication part, right? Like, it's really not that hard. Blessings, DJ Be Easy. Yes. You should have a YouTube. I would subscribe. Baby, look how I have a YouTube. Look at how I have one. I'm going to get you the link so y'all can follow me on YouTube and subscribe and like and share and all that good stuff. I just got my video camera today, so I won't be recording live on YouTube anymore just because the computer quality, them cameras is trash. I don't know what's going on with HP. That shit look crazy. I don't like it. So I got a video camera. So I'm recording on my video camera and I'm live on Facebook at the same damn time. So I'm going to upload this onto YouTube later. See how that works. See how I like it. See how I vibe out with it. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that. But thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. But I just started getting consistent with it. So I'm not going to hold you. There's a reason why you didn't know that I do this. It's because I suck at being consistent, but that's me communicating with y'all. Like, I love y'all. Like, I love y'all, and I'm willing to be human with y'all. I'm willing to be, vulnerable, transparent, let y'all know what's up. When I'm not feeling some shit, I'm not feeling it, and I don't do it. That's it. Like, if I'm not feeling it, if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing that shit. Point blank, period. That's just how I get down. Thank you. Yes. Drop the link. Drop the link. Book my bestie. Yes. But yes, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. So sometimes I'll be in my feelings. Sometimes I'll be tired. I've never really been hungover before, but I've been a little slumped. And if I don't feel like it, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm just not. That's just how I am. So I'm learning how to push through that. That's part of, like, my growth. And this is part of, like, my whole vlogging situation, too. Just kind of running y'all through, like, the growing pains that I know everybody else can relate to as well. I don't hate the talking stage. The talking stage is my favorite part because it's like I'm getting excited about whether or not I'm going to like you. The only part I don't like is the fact that because y'all hate the talking stage, y'all make me hate the talking stage because now I don't like you. And now I don't want to talk to you no more. And now you're another person that I started talking to hoping that I was really going to like you, but now I don't like you. So fix that. Like, fix that shit. I'm not finna be single forever. Like, yes. Follow the Facts Only page 2. I be posting those videos on there. There's old videos from when I was doing it before. Endo, yes. You in here. Moderator, go ahead. Get me together. But, yeah. Talking, communicating, that's my shit. That's what I like to do. I like to run it up. Let's talk about it. Speak on it. What's tea, sis? Like, people love skipping steps. That's a fact. All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you go from going on one date. All right, so you slid in the DMs. Y'all was in the DMs for a little bit. All right, boom. Then now y'all texting. All right, boom. Then now y'all went on a date. All right, boom. Now it's Netflixing and chilling all the time. Y'all fucking. 2 weeks later, y'all fucking raw. 3 weeks later, you pregnant. 4 weeks later, you don't even like this nigga. 5 weeks later, you in your first trimester. You know what I'm saying? Like, things move so fast, and y'all create relationships that are so toxic and so, like, ew. It don't even make no sense. Like, y'all skipped the most precious and fundamental part of y'all relationship, and that's being able to talk to that motherfucker. Because now y'all broke up and y'all got kids involved, or y'all got assets involved, or whatever it is. Because a lot of people be moving in or buying cars and buying dogs and puppies and kittens and shit with people that they've never learned how to properly communicate with. Now that y'all have to part ways, y'all still don't know how to communicate. So everything that y'all did together just becomes poisonous, like toxic. Hella thorns on that shit. You don't even want to touch it no more. You don't even talk to that person. You don't want to think about that person. You barely even want to look at that person. Why? How did it get that far that quickly? Because y'all love skipping steps. Because if you had talked to this motherfucker before, and you got to know that motherfucker before, and you seen how that motherfucker was acting, a lot of y'all are slow, so this does not go for everybody. I am going to say that. Some people are really slow. They seen, all right, so what they call the red flags. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all skipping over red flags because y'all don't even give them a chance to really, like, truly plant that shit. Then y'all together and y'all fucking raw, and then that's when the first one comes up. First of all, them trying to fuck raw within the first couple is definitely a red flag. I understand, like, y'all might not think so because y'all so used to fucking raw at this point, but it's not safe. It's dangerous. That shit is not safe. That shit is not safe. Little, like, pinpoint there. Men, please stop telling women to get on birth control just so that you can fuck them raw. Please stop doing that. Please, sir, please, if you're listening, please stop doing that. Not to make this man versus woman, but chicks always ignore red flags. Yeah. Chicks love to ignore red flags. No, they're not even ignoring it. Like, they peep it wholeheartedly, but don't give a fuck about it wholeheartedly as well, because they fall in love with this potential thing. And they have this, like, I can heal it, I can fix it type of mentality that kind of gets them fucked up. And because the man that they're attracting with that red flag and that, like, trauma bonding type shit, they have no idea what's really going on, because they just trying to slide something, you know. They don't give a fuck. They don't recognize it as a red flag for themselves either. So both parties are at fault. Both parties are going to be fucked up, because one is trying to fix some shit that she sees and recognizes as a red flag, and then the other party doesn't recognize that shit as a red flag, doesn't see it as needing to be fixed. So she's going to be pushing some shit on him to change, and he's going to be like, that doesn't need to be changed because that's not an issue, that's not a problem. Bitch, focus on yourself. So, again, I hear you on the not to make it man versus woman. It's not man versus woman, it's man and woman. Like, cause and effect. Like 1 + 1. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm posting this quote to my IG as soon as it's do that. I learned around 28 and 30ish. Just take your time. Take your time. No, for real. DJ Be Easy, he in here with the facts. Like, take your time. We really do have time. Like, I understand, like, not everybody lives to see another day. Not everybody, you know. I get it. Like, time is an illusion. It really is. Sometimes we feel like we have too much time, and sometimes we feel like we don't have enough time. That's why time is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, just when you thought you had all the time in the world, boom, we are almost halfway through 2021. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a year, not that I didn't think I would see it, but it wasn't a year that I was thinking of. I was conscious of. I wasn't even trying to, I wasn't thinking past my 18th birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I graduated from high school on my 18th birthday. So for me to be turning 30 in June, like, that shit blows my mind. Because sometimes, like, Facebook, and I remember when Facebook had, like, time hop popping and shit like that, where they show you your memories. I was on Facebook as a sophomore in high school. And here I am, big, almost 30, and still on Facebook. Like, so I'm looking at the things that I used to post. Yes, big warriors. WHS. Like, it's crazy. So, like, to see the things that I used to post about, the things that I used to care about, versus what it is that I think about and care about now, like, not gonna front, a lot of it is very similar. I can honestly say I have not changed much at all. Like, I've always been that nigga. Like, that has always been me. Cannot front. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Like, this has always really been me. But it's like, what part changes? Like, what part really changes? Like, what are we talking about now? As grown adult people trying to date, what are we talking about now? Because to be honest, not that I don't care about a man's credit score, because I care enough. Like, I care enough. Like, where it's like, all right, well, it's going to be a little bit harder for us to get a loan. It's going to be harder for us to, like, do shit that, you know, adult people do. Whatever. Fine. Does not bother me that much at all, because I know that there's a way to change shit like that. So I'm not looking for a nigga with, like, a certain credit score. I'm not looking for a nigga with specific assets. Like, stability. Energy reading definitely is key. Energy reading is definitely key. Like, you have to peep shit about people. Like, some people really just have something about them. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if it makes you feel away, if you get that weird feeling in your stomach, in your chest, in your brain, something, when that person is around you, when that person says certain shit to you, when that person does certain shit, that is communication. And like I said earlier, not all communication is verbal. It doesn't always have to be they said something. It doesn't always have to be talking. Communicate. I want to be with a man who I make a look and he already know what that look means, and we out. Like, that is like my ideal situation, to be able to communicate non-verbally with my partner. Like, that is goals for me. Like, it's not whether or not we on a beach somewhere, in a club somewhere, on a trip somewhere. It's not that. It's not, he bought me these shoes, we in this mansion. That is not what that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a connection so deep that I don't even have to say nothing to homeboy. Like, he just I flinched a certain way, and he already knew that I needed this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying like, because men are not mind readers. Men are not mind readers. Women are not mind readers as well. So men, especially men who say they don't like talking, especially men who find it very hard to have conversations with their shorties, you have to communicate. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to say something, but build a connection with a person where if you can't say something, like that speaks loud for them still. Like they still hear you, you know? Child, listen. I am queen of Jedi mind tricks. I don't be playing, okay? I need him to be on that same wavelength. It needs to be do or do not. There is no try. Big Yoda vibes. Like, stop playing with me. But no, seriously, y'all gotta just at least try. At least try. Communicate. It'll make things a lot easier. It really, 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 really will. I hate talking in the moment. I gotta process and then make my point. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Especially in certain situations, like I really don't like to argue. Like, I know that sounds crazy. That I don't like to argue. Cause I do. Do not disturb. This is crazy. But I do like to debate, which is an argument. You know what I'm saying? But like, people be in their feelings. They be in their feelings. All right, so that's another thing. I try not to say shit that I don't mean. If I said it, I meant it. Even if later on I'm apologetic or something about it, I meant it in that moment. And I will stand on that shit. Anything that I say, when I say it, I meant it when I said it. Like, and if my mind changed 12 hours later or whatever the case may be, I'll tell you that my mind changed because it's my mind. I'm allowed to change it. It's your mind. You're allowed to change it too. Seasons change. Like nothing. Like it's just, I was scared and now I'm not. That's you changing your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's all a mind. It's all a mind thing. So if you want to argue with me and you say some shit that get on my fucking nerves and then I say some shit that hurts your motherfucking feelings, I said it and I meant it. I said it and I meant it. And it was probably so literal, probably so blunt. I probably came off so stoic, all of that. Like, it probably stung really hard and made you feel like I didn't give a fuck. But no, that's what you wanted in that moment because there's a way to talk to people. Be mindful. That's all I'll be asking. Be mindful. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. Because if you saying some fuck shit, expect to get some fuck shit back. The fuck? Man. No, I'm playing. I don't like arguing with people. Because I love telling people I don't give a fuck about what they're talking about. Stop talking to me. That's my key word. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Because if it's not getting anywhere, you're going to have to stop talking to me. Like, just stop. Stop. I also don't like when people lie. All right. So, check it out. I was talking to this homeboy and like, again, he had started being weird with me. So like, I would call and either he would be on Do Not Disturb or he would just decline my shit or whatever the case. Like something had happened where he was just being weird and it wasn't the same. So then I just stopped texting him, stopped calling him, hadn't heard from him, whatever. Then I see him out in public and he want to be all like, oh, hey, what's up, da, da, da. And I'm like, oh, I'm cool. Like, what's up? I was just like, well, and then he was on some like, well, like, you don't really hit me up no more, da, da, da. And I'm like, the last time I hit you up, like, you duffed my shit. Like, what did you want me to do? Like, not saying I'm being prideful, but it's just like, if a motherfucker show you that they don't want to talk to you or they're not fucking with you, then hold it and let it be that. Like, I'm not going to be hateful when I see you out in public. I said what up to you, but you don't have to push this and make it seem like we dealing or like we still cool, like that shit was not cool. Like again, all I ask is for people to communicate with me. So if you move a certain type of way, I'm gonna hold you to that. Period. I'm gonna hold you to that. Like, you have to stand on your shit and be able to rock hard body with it, because I'm hitting anything you say can and will be used, brethren. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm a mean ass Judge Judy ass bitch out here. Like, I don't play these games. So when I was calling you and texting you and you was duffing my shit, and then now I see you in public and now you want to be all smiley and cute in my face, nah, brethren, keep that same energy. It could be a hello and I could walk off. Ain't no hate in my heart. It's all love still, but don't play it like, now because I see you out in public, I'm supposed to be on your dick? Boy, bye. I forgot all about you until I just saw you just now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Like I said, if you're not texting a person, calling a person, making sure a person is good, like, expect that same. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. Expect the same energy. Like, I'm all about reciprocity. Love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Do you how you do out this hoe. Like, stop playing with me. I'm gonna do you exactly how you did me. But more classy, like. Because y'all be doing shit reckless. It's not like me being petty. It's not me having revenge. It's not me getting no get back. It's just, I'm gonna play you accordingly. We don't speak. But if I saw you in public, because I know you and I'm courteous and I'm cordial, hey, what up? Hey, you having fun? Oh, be safe. And bounce. It don't gotta be anything extra after that. It don't gotta be nothing after that. For what? Because first of all, I'm not ugly. Baby is giving me black queen, beautiful, gorgeous, pretty, cute, whatever adjective that you got going on for yourself. And I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but baby girl is not ugly. So I'm not worried about whether or not you want to talk to me or not, because again, if I'm not talking to God or myself, there are at least a couple other people who want to have a conversation with me. Like, you're not the only person on this planet. So if you push and pause on me, cool. Like, that is your right to do. Like, that's fine. You can push pause on a person. You're allowed to do that. You have that right. You are, unless you're married to that motherfucker, you are allowed to push pause on somebody. You need a breather. You want to see what your options is looking like. That's cool. Communicate. You know what, Chelsea? I kind of just want some space. Like, I started talking to this other girl. She's really cool, too. I'm going to start giving her a little bit more time. So if I stop talking to you, like, it's not because I don't fuck with you and I don't like you. It's just my attention will be elsewhere. My efforts will be elsewhere. Boom. I can only respect a nigga like that. You don't owe it to me. But don't get it fucked up when I conclude and deduce my own reasons why you being a fuckboy and can't say some shit and can't speak on it. But 2 weeks ago, you was all up in my face and you was on my FaceTime and you was in my inbox and it was talk to me, call me, ray tay tay. Like, it's giving me, I'm not even going to say bipolar. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to keep. Everybody love to call somebody bipolar. Y'all not bipolar. Y'all are just inconsiderate. Y'all are just inconsistent. Y'all are just rude as fuck. Y'all can push, like, that's what I'm saying. Push and pause is so important. You can push pause on people. You don't have to keep going with some shit. Especially when you need to slow down. Like, we live in the era of streaming shit all the time. Even Hulu, you could pause it and come back and resume episode. Yeah, bitch. Pick it up where we left off. If we see fit. But, like, have those conversations with people. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. You're not doing nothing wrong by telling somebody you want to take a step back real quick. You're not doing anything wrong if you're telling somebody that, like, You're not really feeling it as much as you were at the beginning. Like, you're not saying anything wrong. That's the point of it being a talking, dating, communicating stage. You're trying to build a rapport with somebody. So if the first thing that you do is you can't even be a stand-up enough man to tell me what's up with you, how am I going to trust you to talk when shit is really worth talking about? How the fuck? Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Because being inconsiderate, that shit is not cute. Being rude is not cute. And then y'all really just be like, well, I had a lot of things going on. Everybody fighting a motherfucking demon. Them demons is whooping your motherfucking ass. Stop fighting. Tap out. Throw the towel in. Because that don't even make no sense. Everybody fighting a demon. I'm going through something. Bitch, everybody's going through something. It's a whole pandemic. You think you're the only person going through some shit? Really? That's why you can't communicate some shit? Really? Is that where we at? You don't deserve nothing. Nothing good. It's like, that's me. That's me. That's me. No, for real. Everybody really has something going on. So for you to make that the excuse why you can't be a decent human being. Demons they picked up themselves though. No, that's facts. That's facts. You fighting demons. Fighting the demon that you are? Really? Is that what it is? You're not fighting no fucking demon. You just don't know yourself. You don't know that you're the reason why shit not flowing right in your life. But if you were communicating with somebody who actually gave a fuck about you, they might be able to point that out with you or point that out for you and work it out with you. But until you have that conversation with yourself, again, communicate with yourself first so that communicating with others becomes a little bit more easier, starts flowing a little bit better. Talking to yourself does not make you crazy. Talking to yourself makes you emotionally aware. Talking to yourself makes you mindful. Talking to yourself exposes a lot to yourself that you need to know. Staying positive is the best. Good energy works. No, for real. Burn the sage and they're going to fall out themselves. No, for real. Burning sage and Palo Santo and charging up crystals when you are the bad energy in the situation. I just don't get it. All y'all who like tarot, or tarot or whatever y'all calling it, that tower card is going to keep falling. It's going to keep popping out your deck. The tower is going to continue to fall until you start building it on a stronger foundation. And it starts with communication. Communication with self, communication with your higher power, whoever, whatever that might be, if that's something that you're in tune with, tapped into spiritually, what have you. And then communication with others around you. Doesn't always have to be romantic. A lot of y'all platonic relationships, y'all social relationships, y'all business relationships go to shit because y'all don't know how to communicate clearly. Y'all don't know how to communicate effectively. Y'all don't know how to communicate productively. And shit is always going to go in circles and shit is always going to go by the wayside and shit is always going to go to shit because you don't know how to communicate and you don't know how to get your point across and you don't know how to receive what it is that you need because you haven't been able to communicate it with the people around you. I'm going off. Or it's facts only. The heck? Be aware. Be aware. Sometimes I'll say some shit and I don't realize that it's coming off crazy. Until somebody be like, damn, why you say it like that? Not why did you say it, but why did you say it like that? Then, of course, my follow-up question is, how did I say it? How did I say it? Did I miss something? What did I do? I said something wrong? It's not what you said, it's how you said it. Sometimes it's both. It's not what you say, it's what you said and how you said it. Gotta be mindful. Gotta be better. Gotta be better. I might have like a communication class or some shit like that. Know your audience. Know who you're talking to when you're talking to that person. Because when you... this is another thing. When you talking about it with your friends, or you talking about it with your therapist, or you talking about it with your homeboys, your homegirls, your god sister, your mom, or whoever, and not talking to the person that you need to address. When you're talking to another party about your situation, how it comes across to that party might have been one way. But now you're talking to this other person, you're talking to the party that you want to speak to about it, who it concerns, and you coming across totally different. You giving them a totally different delivery. And they're not interpreting it the same way. Interpreting? I don't like it either way, but I got a low-key lisp from piercing my tongue when I didn't have no business piercing my tongue, but it'll be all right. People say one thing, then do another usually. That's true. That's facts. That's facts. Because a lot of people can talk really good. That's terrible grammar. Like, they talk a good one is what I meant to say. Like, they speak very well. They're able to verbally communicate things to people, but then their actions don't match.